Hey, it's Sam here from KitchenGadgetsClub.com and also the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I've got a brilliant one for you. It's a video that I wanted to do a long time ago when we were videoing at the cottage, and I actually ran out of time, and it's taken me so long to actually bring you this video, and it's for Savoury Mince. So if you're not familiar with the name Savoury Mince, then just think about it as your filling of your cottage pie. So your mince, your peas, your carrots and your onion, and it's absolutely delicious. And we're going to serve it with, well, given my accent, we're going to be serving it with some Yorkshire puddings. I've got some giant Yorkshire puddings that I picked up from Morrison's last night, and they're just going to be absolutely delicious. And of course, mashed potatoes as well. So kind of think of it as a deconstructed version of your cottage pie. So shall we get started? I've got the slow cooker out already. This is my biggest slow cooker, but for portion size, you could actually go smaller if you wanted to. It's just totally up to you. So I've already prepped some carrot and onion. I've got about 3 medium carrots here and 1 large brown onion. So if you want to pop those into a cooking pot first. And then once you've done that, next on the list, your pack of mince. I've got 750 grams of mince there. So just pop that in as well. And then for flavour, passata is absolutely brilliant inside your savoury mince, but if you prefer, you can swap this for some canned tomatoes if you prefer. You can use leftover tomato sauce as well. It's just totally up to you and personal preference. I can never get into these without some scissors, so I'm just going to grab some scissors. For our US readers, then this mince here is just over 1.5 pounds worth of mince. You would call it ground beef, and we're using 5%, which I believe you call 95%. And it's probably close to what you call a shepherd's pie, because I notice in the US it's very rarely actually called a shepherd's pie. It's often using ground beef when you do your shepherd's pie, where in fact that's what we call cottage pie. It's only shepherd's pie if it's using lamb. And then also to our Americans, we find that this passata, each box of these, which is 500 grams, is the equivalent of about 2 cups. So think of it as 4 cups of passata or tomato sauce or whatever you want to use. And then with beef recipes, you'll often see me with some red wine. It's absolutely so depressing with how expensive wine is in the UK. I've just come back from Europe, where I probably paid 60% less for it there, and they had really decent cooking wine for that price as well, but it is what it is, isn't it? So this is about 1/4 cup, I would say. So let me do my maths quickly in my head. So that's about 60 ml of actual wine there, but just a little bit that you've got left over from a bottle is fine. Oxo cube or any sock cube is brilliant. It gives it some extra flavour. Think of it as an extra seasoning that you're adding in. And then just crumble it in. And then I've got a little bit stuck on my hands, so that's the rest of it. And now let's head over to the herbs and spices drawer and see what else we can add to our savoury mince. What am I fancying today? It's totally personal choice, isn't it, to what you like in yours. I love some parsley, so I'm just going to grab some parsley. And then I also love some dried thyme as well, so I've got some dried thyme, and then they'll be brilliant. You can also mix it up a bit. For example, you can add in some basil if you prefer. Some chives also work well. A bit of garlic powder if that's your thing. There's just so much choice to what you could add into this recipe. Right, so starting with some dried thyme, then some parsley. Oh, I love the colour of the green parsley. Doesn't it look gorgeous? And then a good seasoning of salt, good bit of pepper. Then all the main ingredients have gone in now for your slow cook. So grab yourself your favourite wooden spoon and you can give it a stir before you put it on. And then just keep stirring until it's all mixed in nicely. And then push any carrots down so that into the mixture. And now we're ready to go on. So you just need to find yourself your lid and then 4 hours on high, but we're going to come back to it on 3 hours and see how it's doing. So I've got the savoury mince back out from the slow cooker and oh, it smells so good. The carrots are really tender now as well. I apologise for a little bit of the steam on the camera. And then you can add in any other ingredients you want to add in. So I love to add in some frozen peas. And then as well as peas, what's also nice, especially if yours is a bit watery, but I think it just adds a really creamy texture to it, and that is a little bit of gravy granules. It doesn't have to be a lot, kind of like a teaspoon. And then give it a good stir. And then the frozen peas warm up very quickly thanks to the heat of the slow cooker. So you can have a look and you think to yourself, oh, actually, I would like some more peas. Well, you can add more in if you want to. So I'm now just going to pop it back on for another hour whilst the mash finishes cooking, and at the same time we can warm up some Yorkshire puddings and we can serve it inside some giant Yorkshires. So the crock pot's going to go back on and we'll see you shortly. So the slow cooker is done. I mean, oh, savoury mince, people, it is absolutely delicious in there. To my Americans, just think of it as a cottage pie filling, you know, or what you might call shepherd's pie. You can do the same with lamb actually and do a shepherd's pie filling in here as well. Isn't that mince amazing? Oh, look at that. Oh, doesn't that look fantastic? And I love it with the peas and the carrots. Proper old school food like your grandma used to make. It's just amazing. And this makes quite a portion here as well, so it's brilliant for meal prep. So cook once, eat twice kind of routine. Oh, look at that though. Oh, I can't stop looking at it and staring at it. It's just amazing. Oh, and I just love that you could do something like this in the slow cooker. And there's so many different ones you can do like this in the slow cooker, but it's great for this time of year because what you can do is you can portion it up in the freezer. You can do the same with your leftover mashed potatoes, and then when you fancy some cottage pie, for example, then you can defrost a portion of each and you're sorted for future dinners when you can't be bothered to cook. So if it's just one person that you're feeding, then still do it like this, and then you've got enough for some cottage pies right through till Christmas time if you wanted to, or whenever it is you're making it. So here's the mashed potatoes and the Yorkshire pudding I've already got ready. So now it just leaves adding in some mince. Now you're talking. Now that is a bowl worth eating. So if you love savoury mince and mashed potatoes, then think about that for your next fix. And in a Yorkshire pudding, it just makes it so much more interesting and fun, and something different to do with those giant Yorkshire puddings that you pick up from the supermarket. So nothing more to say apart from bon appetit. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube video. It feels so amazing that you've stuck around to the end. And of course, that must mean that you like our videos. So why not also follow us on social media? You can find us at the Kitchen Gadgets Club on Facebook and on Pinterest, TikTok, we're Kitchen Gadgets Club. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. And you can also find us at KitchenGadgetsClub.com, where we have a membership that shares brand new kitchen gadget recipes every week, and we also have lots of great ideas, resources, tips and tricks. And we are an ovenless kitchen, so we teach you exclusively how to cook with kitchen gadgets. And a ciao for now.